You have questions? America's #1 business coach has answers. It's your Broda from Minnesota. Here's another edition of Ask Clay Anything on the Thrive Time Business Coach Radio Show.
Ladies and gentlemen, Dr. Z's back in the house. Sir, how are you?
Cowbell right off the bat.
How are you, man?
I feel so welcome. I'm great. I'm
Can
fantastic.
you talk about how just the majesty, the excitement, the energy, the
pageantry,
the overall just mood of celebration now, knowing that you are not allergic to or inflamed by the incredible edible egg?
This just in, I know. It's so exciting.
It is very exciting.
It's very, very exciting.
As a guy who raises eggs like I do,
yeah, I mean,
here I feel like in my previous egg gifts I've given you might have poisoned you.
You might have been trying to kill me. It's a passive.
In all sincerity, I mean, this is good news.
Yes, I know. I was just telling the guys, the producers and all the guys around on the team today that I had an exciting win for America.
You found out you're not allergic to eggs.
I found out that they don't inflame me. I was pretty excited about that. I know it's the simple things in life because I've been battling kind of this internal inflammation thing. So I thought, well, I'm going to do this test. They draw blood and they test it against all these different food groups. And then you find out which ones can add to your inflammation process and which ones don't.
When they draw blood, do they use pastels or colored pencils?
They use watercolor at this time. It's very pretty.
Okay.
I have it framed now. It's an 8x10. So.
Oh, nice. Okay, now we have a question from a thriver out there who wants to know. They said, hey, how do I improve my focus? And they listed out specifically the areas.
By the way.
Oh, by the way, yes.
Someone's listening right now going, oh, my gosh, what is that test? I need that. What is it? What is it? And just do the Google. Or if you're a Binger.
If you're a Binger? If you work at Microsoft.
Okay.
If you work at Microsoft.
If you work at Microsoft. It's the MRT test. MRT. And I believe it's Oxford Laboratories. And you call them and they'll send you a kit. And you can go locally, get your blood drawn, send it off to them, and they get you the results in about a week. And it's pretty fast. They test you up to 170 food items. So anyway, enough of that. MRT. Google
MRT.
That. Good. Yes. Median release test.
MRT. All right. Now this just in.
Mediator release test.
The question from the Thriver is this. They said, how do I improve my focus? And they specifically wrote down there's 4 areas that are really holding them back.
Okay.
So area 1, I'll read off the area, then you help them.
Okay.
They said 1, email. How do I fight email? This guy says, I'm overwhelmed with email. How do I fight it?
You pick certain times, you schedule that into your day on when you attack emails. You don't just let emails just push to you all day long. It'll drive you crazy. And what somebody else thinks is urgent.
Urgent.
And what do I do with my staff? Since I check it at certain times, I let them know, listen, if you have something really urgent, you need to text me, hey, check your email, because otherwise I only check at certain times of the day and go through those and then respond. And plus, don't respond to every single thing. You don't act like just because someone emails you, you don't owe them necessarily a long dissertation of an answer about whatever.
That right there is going to free somebody out there. These are kind of my rules for emails.
So. Yeah.
If you're a paying customer of mine or somebody that I'm paying, you're going to get a response.
Right.
You know what I mean?
That's
so
fair.
if you're emailing my business and you're paying us or I'm paying you, there's a response there.
Right.
Everything else is really in question. Don't you think?
Do you look at all your emails first?
I do. I get my inbox down to 0 and then I proceed with my day.
Right. But you do it personally. You don't have somebody else do it.
The way it works is John and I share an inbox.
Okay.
And so he gets that thing down to 0.
Jonathan Kelly?
Yep.
The stud behind me right here.
Yeah, and I think say about the past year and a half that's worked that way. Previously, I would do it myself.
Okay.
But now he knows what I'm looking for and what I'm not looking for. So that's the move.
Sure.
Now, the next area this driver says he's struggling with is staying proactive and not becoming a reactive person. And I would like to get your take on how do you stay a proactive person? Once you've achieved time freedom, how do you keep yourself from drifting into becoming a reactive person? Because by default, that's where the world's pulling you.
Absolutely. And two things you do.
Yep.
One is you have to be purposeful in your day and with your checklist and what you need to get done for the day. And I want everybody, if you're having that as a problem, I want you to picture this animal. And this animal is a rhinoceros. And a rhinoceros, when he gets to charging, he just runs straight ahead, just straight at you. He has this focus of just running straight, just rhino. Just become a rhino, if you will, okay? And what I mean by that is that in the beginning of the day or the beginning of the week or the beginning of the month, you should have your top things you need to get done. And you don't want distractions to keep you from doing those. I think a lot of people think I lost my focus because I didn't get anything done. right?
Right.
And so by getting things done, then there's going to be things you'll need to react to. It's just the way life is. I mean, you've got to drive defensively. You've got to react to things that are coming at you, other people coming at you.
Can I cue up? This is a good time to cue up my Rhino charging straight ahead sound effect.
Please do.
I keep
We haven't
it
heard that in a
available.
long time.
Yeah,
I'm not sure we've ever heard it.
Yeah, this is something I keep around. I'm always ready because I know that the last time that years ago, you'd said, Clay, never, ever forget this moment. And I said, what? And you said, is this rhinos chasing us and we're running away? Make sure to record this audio. And I thought to myself, oh, no, you and I never really had that conversation, but I felt like we might have.
Mentally
So,
we did.
Mentally we did. So let me hit play
Okay.
on this conversation that I believe that you and I had at one point. Here we go. Getting it ready. Here we go. Okay, this is the Rhino. He's getting ready. You and I are in this car checking out this. Here we go. I'll cue it up on the big screen here. There he is. He's coming at us. He's coming at us, Z. He's coming at us. Look at this guy.
That's impressive.
This guy's huge.
That's impressive.
Easy.
Easy.
Oh, here he comes.
Easy, big fella.
He's coming at.
Easy, big fella.
Z,
Yeah.
have you ever been on one of these safaris? Oh, gee, oh.
Oh.
Z, have you ever been on one of those safaris
Cars on
before?
its side. Oh, my goodness.
Oh, man. Have you ever been on one of those safaris before?
Yeah, but I've never had a rhino charge me like that.
Okay, so back to your point about rhino charging. I just want to make sure we're getting the visual and the audio picture in the ear hole of somebody out there.
What I mean is you want to be straight. You want to be forward. You want to know what your goal is. You want to know what your purpose is for the day. You know, what do you want to get done today? And if you get that done, then you'll feel like that you had the focus to get it done. That'll build your focus bucket, your focus cue.
One of the
FQ.
things that you're really good about
Focus
is your
quotient.
focus. Be careful with that tip.
I'm sorry. Whoa, hey.
But I think one thing you're really good at is telling people, no, you're really good. Someone says, hey, could you come over here for dinner? Could you go here for maybe go fishing together? Could we go on this trip? Hey, in order for this to happen, we need to do this. I think a lot of times you're very good at saying, no, I don't want to do that.
Yeah, and you don't have, folks, listen, I'm going to free you up from something else. You don't have to come up with some reason. I think I may have something going on Saturday night. You don't. Just say you don't want to do it.
Going to
Just be
Siberia.
Be a
I think
powerful
that's something
person and
going
say,
on.
if you want to say yes, say yes. If you want to say no. But don't feel like you've got to come up with an excuse to justify your decision. If you don't want to do it, don't do it.
Now, the final two areas this Thriver says, hey, I have questions for you guys about how to improve my focus in these areas. This person says, I'm just running out of time to get things done.
Yep, that happens.
Okay, so again, Z, I would say TV. Stop watching TV. That wastes an average of 5.2 hours per day.
Crazy.
According to Nielsen, we'll put the link to that statistic on the show notes. The average person spending over 2 hours a day on social media. Between
Crazy.
social media and TV, that's 7.5 hours per day.
That's a job.
Z, any other areas where you see people wasting their time and struggling to get things done?
Yes. Actually, the social media covers a big area. But so many people are out there concerned about what other people are thinking.
Oh, yeah, that's probably at
Just
least
shake that
8
off.
hours a day.
Yeah, just shake that off.
Shake it off.
Shake it off. You're in this to win it for you and your team. And what your team thinks is important, what you think is important, what the inner circle of your life think is important. Other than that, it doesn't matter. And to get into some argument with someone over social media about whether so-and-so should be president of the United States or not or whatever, it's just a waste of time. And to get you off your focus. Now you're focused on something that is really not making any money. It's not. I love your term, expanding the wallet.
Yes, it doesn't
Yeah.
expand your wallet.
If it doesn't expand your wallet, why waste time on it if you're an entrepreneur? If you really have that entrepreneur mindset, that's how you should be thinking.
Stop watching that TV.
Stop watching the TV.
5.2 hours a day. Stop messing around with that social media for
Just get off of it.
2 hours a day. And stop worrying about what people think.
And I think, too, if you have all these apps, and we all have apps on our phone, if you have, turn off the push notifications. We've said that so many times on this show, but it's true. You don't want the app controlling you. You want to control the app. And if that app's always dinging you all throughout the day, ding, 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 then you're going to be lose your focus, and your focus is going to be, I wonder who sent me. I wonder what that is. What's going on? I'll just look real quick. Okay, no. What? I got to send something back now because they sent me something. Okay, now I ding them. Oh, they just ding me back again. Oh my gosh, I got to ding them again. All this kind of stuff.
And the final area this Thriver says they're being distracted as we get into the final 1 minute of today's show. They're saying, I'm always getting constant interruptions. He's got a minute. Do you have a minute? Constant interruptions, phone ringing. I think you're alluding to that. The dinging, the calls, the interruptions. How do you just say, hey, stop interrupting me?
Well, the other thing, too, to cover on point 4 just a little bit more,
Yeah.
you have to plan your day. The reason why you don't have time in the day is because you're just drifting in your day. Next thing you know, you don't have a plan. You don't have a schedule. So you have to plan out your day and be very proactive in that. Okay, now, the fifth one is, how do you keep things from...
It's those little interruptions he's saying, like these little, like, do you have a minute? Hey.
You have to start saying no to those, do you have a minute? You can't do it now. We had a lady on the show last week, I believe, and she said what she'd love to do is be kind of proactive. When someone said that, she'd be, let's walk and talk. In other words, she's going to go somewhere anyway, so you might as well be walking and talking as you're going for that meeting, and then there you know where it's going to start, you know when it's going to finish, and you know you've got me for literally a minute until I get to where I'm going, but let's walk and talk.
And that's rapid fire with Dr. Zellner right there, answering the question, how do you improve your focus? If you ever have any business questions at all, do not hesitate to email us today and every day to info@thrivetimeshow.com. That's info@thrivetimeshow.com. And now, Dr. Z, without any further ado...
Wait, time out. I would be remiss if someone asked me how to improve my focus. I would say go find your local optometrist. If you live in Northeast Oklahoma, come see Dr. Zellner and Associates and get an eye exam, because your focus is also your vision, and we can get you maybe better.
So just Google Tulsa optometrist and find Dr. Robert Zellner and Associates and go there and improve your focus.
There you go, buddy.
That is how you do it. And now, without any further ado, 3, 2, 1, boom! You may not feel like you're living to your highest potential because you're stuck in a rut, with your head down just trying to survive. When people are trying to get out of a rut, the first impulse is to often dream of a new destination, a new job, a new location, and maybe even a new career. Most people think unlocking one's highest potential requires a new vision or a new destination, and many books actually encourage that type of thinking. However, Carly Fiorina believes that this is where most of us get off track. It's not a destination, it's a path, and being the type of person who will take that path. You may know Carly Fiorina as the first female CEO of a Fortune 50 company, but you may not know that she started out as a secretary and rose to success one step at a time by solving the problems in front of her and empowering those around her. Her new book, Find Your Way, will help you choose your own path to unleash your highest potential. Start your journey today. Please visit FindYourWayThriveTime.com. That's FindYourWayThriveTime.com. Or purchase a copy of Find Your Way wherever books are sold.